Order in this homosexual court. It's the Honorable Judge Jacob Schubach.
And the Honorable Judge Ryan Gabbett. The disputes are real, the decisions are final, and the judges are turning 28 and are still homosexuals. This is Gay Court.
Wow.
Hello, and welcome back to Gay Court, the comedy podcast, where we debate all things LGBTQ plus.
Gay rights.
Gay rights!
Gay rights!
This week is going to be a little bit different than normal because today we are celebrating our birthday.
28, feeling great, feeling slay every day.
Every single day. And we're also going to be considering this episode our season 1 finale.
We have a finale. Oh my God. Sorry, my drawer just opened by itself.
Oh, there's also a ghost in the podcast today. Today, we're going to be celebrating our 28th birthday. Yes, we have the same birthday, same day, same year. We are both turning 28 in a matter of days.
Well, if when this comes out, we just turned 28. The day
yes, this
before.
is true. I love how time works.
How time doesn't really exist.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
We're theoretical physicists. Welcome to Gay Court. So we're going to be talking about our best birthdays yet, talking about the tops and flops of 2023 so far.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, we're going to go into Let the Record Show, where we'll be discussing the Real Friends of WeHo, MTV's latest and greatest question mark reality TV program.
Greatest is a overstatement. Anyway, but
the latest reality TV program from MTV.
But before we jump into it all, we want to invite all y'all to be part of the debate. We want you all to do your civic booty and be part of Gay Court. Send us your emails at gaycourtpodcast@gmail.com. You know what? Just send us everything. Just send us happy birthdays.
Yes.
We deserve that.
We do deserve that.
We deserve happy birthdays.
We love that.
We love that.
Yes. My Venmo is first name - last name, so feel free to send any birthday wishes.
I am 99% sure my Venmo handle is also What's Up It's Ryan. WAZUPITSRYAN.
Give money to a gay person today.
Remember when I did that during Pride and I got like $200?
Slay.
I remember just joking. I was like, telling like some straight people, I was like, it's because it was like actual Pride Sunday, and I was like, it's Pride Sunday. Give a gay person $10 to show that you're an ally. And I got like $200. I got like $200.
I'm gonna need to pull that. I also should start emailing corporate sponsors for our Pride specials in June, because last year we only got IHOP, and I think we can do better this year. We've grown.
I mean, also, but can you beat IHOP? Probably not.
Probably not. IHOP, International House of Pride.
Did you ever use that gift card?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm saving it for a special day. Maybe my birthday.
But also, follow us on social media at Gay Court Podcast.
Yes. We
post prompts, memes. You know what? We just post whatever we fucking want because it's our fucking show and not fucking yours.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's just hop right on into it and go into Gays on the Case.
Beep, 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 beep. Gays on the Case, where we look at something queer, I guess ourselves, and dissect it. Oop. This week we'll be discussing our favorite birthdays.
Yes, obviously it's our birthday this week, so we've got to take a time to reflect on birthdays of yesteryear.
Mm-hmm.
Should we start with what we're doing for our birthdays this year?
Of course.
Of course. Ryan, what are you doing?
This year for my birthday, me and my friends are going to go to watch Drag Race on Friday at the Spot, you know, the favorite place of Jacob Schubach.
I love the Spot.
And then after the Spot, I think everyone's coming here for a little pregame. And then after that, we are all going to a Beyonce Renaissance dance party in the Lower East Side.
Wait, so you're going to the club and then having a pregame after you've already been to the club?
We are going to the bar to watch Drag Race.
Oh, the bar. I'm so sorry.
And then we are going to pregame the event of the night.
Got it.
So technically the Spot is a pregame to the pregame.
Yes, the pre-game.
The pee game.
Love that. Mine's not as exciting. I'm truly just gonna go to dinner with my friends, and then we're gonna go out.
To the spot?
No, I wish that we were going to the spot. We don't have the spot in LA. There's nowhere as good as a spot in LA. I'm not gonna lie. But we are going to this place called Tiny's in, I think it's like on Sawtell or in Sawtell area. And you can buy a hot dog there. And I'm like,
Is that the
what?
picture you posted like 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
And you were just like,
With my hot dog that I got at the club. That's more of a bar, but like whatever. It was only $5. That's a good deal in LA.
that is a good deal in LA. You know what we'll probably have? Oh, you know what I had last night? So, total tangent. You're gonna enjoy this. Empanada mama.
Oh, we love empanada mama.
Did I tell you this? Oh, wait, I did
You
tell you
did.
this already.
You told me this earlier today. Empanada Mama is our favorite place for empanadas. The spot is our favorite place for drinks. And Tiny's is a new spot that I'm visiting on occasion for free hot dogs. They're not free hot dogs, but since it is my birthday, I'm assuming my friends will buy me the hot dogs for free.
But how many hot dogs will you eat on your birthday?
Should I have a hot dog eating contest at the bar?
You're the only competitor.
I'm just like gulping down glizzies. Hunter Jacobs gulping down Glizzy's 28th birthday only at Tiny's. It's an idea.
I like DM that. What's her name? Raina? Raina eats food thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact, she went to my high school.
Small world.
She was a year older than me. And then now she just competitively eats. You should invite her for your birthday. That
Honestly,
should be a fun time.
Does she live in LA? Come on down.
Come on down to Glizzy Town.
All right. So for Gays in the Case, let's take a look at some of our past birthdays. I would like to specifically start with my 10th birthday, which was a time. When I turned 10, my favorite restaurant was the Roadhouse Grill in Buffalo, New York. And it was just like a fun American food spot. And I really liked it because if you ordered a kid's meal, they would also give you a free ice cream sundae at the end, which obviously was just included in the price, but whatever.
I just remembered you told this story.
Did I?
When we realized it was like one of the first episodes, and then we had like something the same. We realized we had something the same. We're like, did you also throw up at Texas?
I did.
Oh no. That wasn't early episodes. That was literally just one of our first texts.
Period. Well, I threw up. Spoiler alert, I threw up at the Roadhouse Grill, and then a man who was smoking a cigarette stepped in the vomit after I did that. And I was like, in that moment, I knew I would never smoke because I didn't want to accidentally step in some dumbass kid's vomit on his birthday.
Somehow I feel like there is a formula missing for those two additions, but to get to that answer. But fair.
Yeah, no, I think it makes sense. It tracks logically to me.
A lot of things track for you that don't track for anyone else. But
That's
anyway.
What is your first birthday you'd like to recount?
I mean, I don't really remember any of my birthdays prior to my 19th birthday, but I just remember like between the ages of like 5 to like, I don't know, 12, we would have birthdays at my house in California with my parents. They would throw me a birthday party. I would just invite all my friends and my family and get lots of gifts. But I remember one specific birthday. I don't remember. It could have been my 7th, could have been my 8th, could have been my 6th. I don't remember. I vividly remember I made all my friends jump on my brother and attack him.
And how did that go?
He screamed, and it was funny to me.
Period. We love your ally friends.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a bowling party?
No. The party I really wanted was the Chuck E. Cheese party, but I never got it.
I wasn't allowed to have a Chuck E. Cheese party either because of germs.
I remember you told me that as well.
Yeah. You truly know so much about me. But I did have a bowling party. And as part of the bowling party, they gave you a free bowling pin. And so for years, I just had a bowling pin in my room. And I was like, well, what do I do with this bowling pin?
Anything's a butt plug if you try.
Me at age 9. No.
I mean, you still had it at the age of
I had
9.
Yeah. I had it until probably I was like age 21. So
Anything's a butt plug if you try. Anyway, I guess the first birthday I will describe is my 19th birthday. Just got to New York, was in college,
in
and
New
made
York.
all my new friends come with me to Ellen's Stardust Diner, where it is
That's the
a
one where they
diner.
sing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. The first time I went to New York, I was like, I need to go to this diner. I need to see it. And then the line was around the block, and my friend who was with me, she was like, we're not doing this. And I was like, that's fucking fair, girl.
There was no line when we went. Like it was just a
Oh, really?
walk-in. So then like it was fine. It was whatever. Then I don't really remember what we did after. A part of me thinks like we were still hungry, so we went to get more food, but I don't really remember. Whatever.
Fair. Whatever happens, happens. Obviously, I think we have to discuss the 21st
Oh,
birthday,
the big 2-1.
the big 2-1 where you can legally drink. I was never a big illegal drinker. I think I went to one frat party when I was in college. And then my friend was like, I'm having an allergic reaction to the alcohol. And we had to leave about 30 minutes after we got there, which honestly, blessing in
Like,
disguise. Slay. So for my first alcoholic beverage, I went with my friends to Red Robin. Yum. And I had
yum. Put the sound bite like right there.
Hey, Daddy, are you gonna come to Red Robin this Father's Day?
and I had some fruity, like it was like an orange creamsicle and like
I remember
rum.
this story too.
I have three stories. Period. Well, the new listeners will be excited to hear this story for the first time. And then we went to some comedy club in downtown Buffalo, and it was okay.
My 21st birthday, I think it was me, Christine, and Patty. We decided to do a big birthday party because it's all our 21sts. And then remember that infamous video of my pants ripping
Oh,
on the New York City
obviously.
train station? That's the same night.
I have it
Um,
saved for your birthday post.
oh, scared. Anyway, should I reveal some secrets? Maybe I should just reveal some secrets.
Yeah, what are the secrets?
So of course our birthday is in January. There was
Mhm.
only 3 people turning 21, but it was like a group of I want to say 9 or 10, and maybe
Okay,
one
cool.
other person was 21. And no one really had fakes. So here's the kicker.
Oh boy.
Um, we really wanted to do this, so for some reason got I had to do the exchange. So I took everyone's IDs who are 21 or over, ran back outside because I had my own 21-year-old ID, gave it to my friends, trying to make sure they somewhat look like the other person. And then someone used someone else's sister's ID. We had to get an ID from someone I went to school with, but it was her own fake, and it was a 32-year-old woman with an AAR with like a triple A card.
Not an
Um,
AARP card. AAA is better,
so
but AARP would have been hilarious.
it might have been AARP. I don't remember. I just remember like having to do the switches, and it just made no sense. Like, couldn't the people be like, "Didn't you just show us this ID and it's a different person?"
But did you all get in?
Oh yeah, we all got in.
Oh, period.
It somehow worked. Uh, it was funny.
What a mess. I love mess. Speaking of mess, that reminds me of my. I feel like I also talked about this though, the 24-hour party when I turned
You
24.
you mentioned it briefly. You never really explained it.
Well, I had the great idea that if I was turning 24, I should have a 24-hour birthday party, right? That makes sense.
Math
So I
is mathing.
planned an entire day of activities and people could come and go as they pleased, depending on like when they were available during the day. So it made sense. If like you're not available that night, you can come during the day. If you're not available during the day, come at night. So we did.
So was it like it started at midnight and ended at 11:59?
It started at midnight. The only people who were there was me and my roommate. And then at like I think I'm born at like 3:17 or something like that AM. I was like, we gotta wake up at 3:17 AM to take a shot of alcohol at exactly that time. for whatever reason, there also happened to be police activity next door. There was like a helicopter flying, and it was like, come out with your hands up while we were taking the shot.
You're like,
Random occurrence. I was like,
yay!
party, we're turning 24. From there, like we had like a lunch, we had a dinner, we went to this like drag show at a new club, and then we went out until midnight. And as soon as midnight hit, I was like, I'm going home. And
Please end.
I think I Irish goodbye my own thing.
You're like Vendelacram, like, I'm leaving.
My
Going
friends were
home.
like, my friends were like, where are you? I was like, in bed at home.
My 24th birthday was not that.
What was your 24th birthday?
Why the 23rd? My 23rd birthday was a mess. Like, I died and I was reborn, and like I physically did things I shouldn't have.
That was my
So
22nd birthday. My friends were like looking around West Hollywood, and they're like, have you seen a gay man wearing a jean jacket? And the bouncers were like, girl, do you know where you are?
I was like, you mean like every single person here?
Every single fucking
They're like,
homo.
they're like, a white gay man with a jean jacket in WeHo.
The bouncers were like, girl, he's gone. He's gone to the night.
So my 24th birthday, I needed something chill.
Fair.
So we just did a cute little boozy brunch at Boqueria. It was when their
Ooh.
brunch was a lot better because you would get like a whole paella, 3 tapas or 4 tapas, and then you would get a dessert, and then you get unlimited sangria. And it was like for what, like $30.
Ooh.
Shit was so good before COVID. Anyway, um, we did that, and then I finally got my wish to get those giant like number balloons because I really wanted them. I really wanted them for so long. So one of my friends got me one that says 24, and it was like rose gold pink. I really want one again for my 28th birthday, but I don't really need them. But I would like someone to give me giant balloons again.
I will also say, in terms of parties that I would like to have, I feel like I tell every single person who I consider a friend, I've always wanted to have a surprise party. But obviously you can't plan your own surprise party because how would you do that?
You
You
could.
could. You just put everybody in the group chat and then leave the group chat. Be like, Jacob's surprise party planning committee. And
Or
leave
no,
the
you
group
just
chat.
you plan out what you want to do,
Uh-huh.
give it to your friends, and they have to choose the date and time.
But that's like not as surprising. Like I want it to be like a full surprise. But none of these bitches have ever done it for me. So friends, if you're listening, 29, I would love to be surprised.
What should we do for our 30th
I
if we're
think,
still friends?
oh, I think by our 30th birthday, Gay Court will be very financially successful. And we will be able to fly ourselves and all of our friends out to like Barbados.
Ooh. You know what's
I'm like trying to
giving?
think of like nice places.
You know what's giving? I remember during COVID when like it was like that, it was the pictures of the giant amount of gays in like
Yes.
Puerto Vallarta, and then like there's like a one woman in the front, like
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Puerto
Yeah.
Vallarta. What is that place that has like the really clear blue water? That's where
any
we should
place
go.
but America.
Oh my god. You're right. You're right.
Maybe. Turks and Caicos.
Perfect. Sold. 30th birthday. Here we come.
I think for my 29th, or I want to go to Palm Springs and literally spend the entire weekend like by a pool with a giant caftan and a
Oh.
giant like mimosa in my hand
At the
with-
Trixie Motel.
with all my friends just like chilling.
We should buy out the Trixie Motel.
Hopefully not hopefully. Gay Court will be financially stable by then. So yes, we can rent out the entire Trixie Motel for us and our
We'll be
30
financially
friends.
stable, but not emotionally stable. So get ready for some antics.
And now for our sponsor, BetterHelp.
Are you unwell? Do you want to just have a birthday party to forget your problems? Us too.
Maybe.
Well, hopefully 28 will be an incredible year for both of us, and we'll have the best party of the century.
Slay.
Slay. All right, well, that takes us to our second segment, Investigate.
Slay. Slay. investigates, where we cross-examine the same theme or topic. Today we will be discussing the tops and flops of this year, 2023, so far, aka the first 3 weeks. Surprisingly, a lot has happened. It
A
has been a
lot has
long,
happened.
it's been a long 3 weeks. Like
It
it
truly
has,
has.
I have lived an entire year in the past 3 weeks. But as per Jacob's outline, we will be presenting one topic at a time and then presenting our case as to why ours is better or worse than the other.
Shall we start with a top or a flop?
We should start with a top, but should it be a top personal moment or a top pop culture moment?
Let's do a top pop culture moment.
I'll go first.
Okay.
6 letters and 3 vowels. You better walk that fucking duck walk.
It's ANETRA. 6 letters and 3 vowels. My name is Anitra, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm here to wear your pussies.
Ooh, that is a good answer. Okay. Mine was Megan singing Titanium. And the way I lost my mind.
That's true. That was really good. But which is better?
I feel personally that was just the first episode of RuPaul's Drag Race when Onitra did that. Onitra?
Anitra. It's ANTERA. 6 letters and 3 vowels.
Yes, that was the first episode of Drag Race. We can't just expect that to be the best moment from this season.
But
However,
somehow it has been the best moment of this season thus far.
It has been. It has been.
Have you seen how on freaking each judging panel, they're always like, when she came out of the spider, like, you better walk that fucking spider.
Is that what they say to her every time? I love that. But okay, I think that we will only continue to see growth from the season 15 queens, that we'll get an even better moment than that. Whereas with Megan, we already know that this is the moment. Titanium,
But then how can it not get better with Megan 2?
That is true. That is correct. That is correct.
That is the moment. Mm-hmm. It was the moment for the movie, and this is the moment as of now, because it's the first 3 weeks, you said.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So we have to look, we can't look at it as the future. We're only talking about the first 3 weeks of January. Do you smell that? Is something burning? Is that my pussy? Yes.
I was gonna say yours is an actual member of the LGBTQ plus community, whereas Megan has just been, I don't know, adopted as part of the gay community. So I will give you points for that.
Thanks.
All right, fine. Gay court rules in order of 6 letters, 3 vowels.
3 vowels. Should we do a flop in our life?
Let's take a flop. Perhaps a personal flop, because most of mine are personal flops.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited to go to the movies with my friends, and lo and behold, Ryan Gabbett decided to cancel at the last minute before we're gonna go see spoiler alert, but then spoiler alert wasn't playing, so then we saw Puss in Boots, and I was just distraught.
Got it good.
Anyways, I was distraught that Ryan didn't want to see a movie with me.
Let's remember that it was a fucking monsoon.
It was not raining that day.
Yes, it was.
I have the B-reel. I have the B-reel to prove it.
It was raining all morning.
Not in the evening. There was a light sprinkle, maybe.
Yeah, I wasn't driving in the
rain. Ryan can't drive.
I physically cannot drive well. I can drive to get from point A to point B as long as there's sunshine. The moment it gets dark and the moment it starts raining, your boy will probably end up just hitting something.
Do you have an astigmatism?
Yeah.
Me too. It's really hard to drive at night.
It's really hard to drive at night.
All right. What is your flop moment?
Well, I forgot I have to pay my credit card bill, and it's due on our birthday. So yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. So that is my flop is I have to pay my credit card bill on my birthday.
I also probably had to pay my credit card bill, but I think mine's due on the 28th. So I've got like at least 2 more days. However, I'm gonna say that mine was more personally traumatic.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Let's be honest. I am just give it to you.
We rule in honor of Ryan being a flake.
I can't deny fact.
Let's go back to the tops.
A top personal moment.
Top personal moment. I wrote down for one of my top personal moments. This isn't going to be the one, but that I found a bar that sells hot dogs. I truly love hot dogs so much.
Can you not be gay for 5 minutes?
I'm just like, can you not be gay for 5 minutes?
Yeah, but sure. All right, you go first this time.
I will say my favorite thing thus far at the top moment is my friend AJ is here visiting NYC from London. He's in the living room.
He didn't want to be a guest,
Mm-mm.
unfortunately.
It's been a great time. I've been having a lot of fun.
I'm gonna bring in a personal connection as well and say that one of my tops of the year started right at the start of the year in that I had a New Year's kiss. That's pretty good. I never had that before.
I love that for you.
I don't know how we're gonna debate this one because
We both win because you know why? It's our birthday.
we do both win, and we both have friends and lovers, and it's exciting to be at. All right, back to the flops.
Of pop culture.
Oh, this one's a real flop. It's a pop culture flop, but also a personal flop.
Play it.
Um,
Play it. Say it.
I almost had a chance to meet Jennifer Coolidge, and I missed it. That's all I'll give while you share yours.
I really don't have much. You know what is you know what I hate?
What?
Give me back my freaking 90-minute Drag Race episodes.
Oof, oof. That is a good one. That is a good one.
Give me back my 90-minute Drag Race episodes. Like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck is these 43-minute no commercial episodes that make it 1 hour? But what the fuck is that?
I mean, I know that you go to the spot to watch it, right? Like, what's the difference in the vibe?
I mean, like, especially for Snatch Game, like they did a double Snatch Game and they gave it like what 10 minutes.
It
It's
was
like
so quick.
I was like, who did they even like show like who played who for the most part?
I feel like not really. Like it was like very quick where it's like Jax is Mona Lisa, and then you didn't see Jax ever again.
Yeah. So like that is something that I think is a flop, is the fact that they took away what the gays want to give us something that the gays do not want.
Which will go in during the Let the Record Show segment about the Real Housewives. The Real Friends of West Hollywood. I don't even know what it's called.
You know what I put on my thing because I forgot what it's called? I put the Real House Gays of WeHo. But I don't think
that's right. That's right. To me.
to,
We both
to
knew
me.
what you meant.
We both know what I said.
Yeah. That is a
But
flop.
okay, go back to yours. I'm confusion.
Okay, so one of my friends, she works in the entertainment industry and had the opportunity to go to the premiere of Shotgun Wedding for Amazon Prime, which Jennifer Coolidge is in the cast of, alongside like Josh Duhamel and J Lo, I think are the two other big names on it.
Mhm.
And I literally was asking her for weeks. I was like, "Hey, girl, are you going to this premiere?" And she was like, "I don't even know if I'm going to go to that. Like, I haven't heard about that." And I was like, "But if you do, if you get a +1, it's going to be me, right?" And she ended up getting herself a ticket, but not one for me, which is very not slay. But I could have met Jennifer Coolidge on the night that she made a TikTok and joined TikTok. I could have been there in that historic moment, but I wasn't.
Is your friend a
Wow.
real friend? Just kidding.
She's an avid listener of Gay Court podcast. She listens on a regular basis. So
Who is
shout
it?
out to her. Her name is Julia. We used to work
Oh.
together.
We
We stand Julia.
Okay.
So that's my flop.
So which is worse? Not seeing Jennifer Coolidge? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Jennifer Coolidge being
Yeah.
worse personally. However,
Yeah.
for like the greater world, the
Yeah.
RuPaul's Drag Race being shortened, unacceptable. Unfucking
is.
acceptable.
It is unfair to society that we have to deal with seeing Todrick Hall on our screens.
Listen, if they don't re-up the length of RuPaul's Drag Race next season, it's like what is have they learned any lessons?
If they don't re-up it after the show is canceled next week,
I'm sure they have enough content stored away somewhere for
in
them
the
to like
treasure troves, yes, they do.
in the vault. Pull
They
it
were
out.
able to still make those episodes 90 minutes after they cut out Sherry Pie in season 12.
That is true.
Mm-hmm,
That is true.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right. So those are our tops and flops of 2023 so far. Do you have any other ones you want to talk about?
Two side notes. One, did you see that video? I think it was one from New York where Real Housewives, no Real Housewives, Real House Gays of WeHo were playing right after Drag Race, and everyone was booing.
Mm-hmm.
And then
They
Tasha
shut
Cobb
it off,
commented
right?
on it. Yeah, they were like,
Listen, no one holds a grudge like Twitter gays.
no one holds a grudge like a gay.
That's true. Just a gay
That
in
is
general
true.
will hold a
It's-
grudge.
Yeah. My other top moment was going to Austin and hanging out with our fellow Gaelith, Matt Segura, for 5 days, and it was a pure chaotic bender.
Yeehaw!
If Matt Segura is listening to this, I have three things to say. Cibolo Moon, Pasadena, and Camp Lejeune. So, Jacob, is there anything else you want to add to tops and flops?
No, but I'm sure that with this just being a case study of 3 weeks of 2023, I'm sure we're going to have a lot more to talk about in season 2 of Gay Court.
I mean, that's true, considering how in 3 weeks, Jen Shaw got convicted and for
Ooh.
72 years of prison. Was it
Wait, 72
Tara Menace?
years?
72 months. Sorry.
I was like, that bitch is gone.
Don't forget how everything everywhere all at once just swooped the
She's learning. She's learning.
English
Uh-huh.
quite horribly. Swept the Oscar nominations.
11 Oscar nominations.
Mhm.
They better win them all. They can't literally win all of them, but here we are.
Michelle, yeah.
Michelle, yeah! Stephanie!
I saw her in SpongeBob the musical.
Stephanie was in SpongeBob the musical?
She was Karen,
Wow.
Plankton's wife.
Who would have known? Not I.
She's a little Broadway girly. Now she's nominated for an Oscar.
The
Slay for
Broadway
her.
girlies are really the talented ones who really shine. Megan
They can
Fahey.
sing, dance, and act. Come on now.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment. Now, come on now.
A
Come
triple
on.
threat. A triple
Come
threat.
on. Come on.
Come on now. All right.
Okay, let's talk about Tadra Call.
Yes, that takes us to segment 3. Let the record show.
Don't know what she's saying. I didn't know she sang. I thought she rapped or whatever.
All right, so this week we're going to be discussing the curious case of Tadra Hall versus, well, the entire internet, because no one holds a grudge like the gays.
That is fair.
So, Ryan, I'm sure you have a lot of thoughts, comments, concerns, and opinions on this, so feel free to pop in at any time. But we're going to be specifically talking about the latest drama surrounding Tadra Hall and the premiere of The Real Friends of WeHo, or as we like to call it, The Real House Gays of WeHo, because apparently we haven't committed this to memory yet.
It goes in one ear, it goes out the other. The only thing I remember is it's all people I don't care about. Anyway, continue.
So, for historical context, Tadra Hall has faced a variety of scandals over the years, so we're going to do a very quick dive into the list. This is not comprehensive. I don't know if this is every single scandal, but here's some of the top things that we found. So, Celebrity Big Brother. He famously lost the final round by a vote of 7-1, which in Big Brother history that's a pretty damning, reflection of you by your housemates of you did not deserve to win. While he was on Big Brother, he said a variety of mean things towards the other house guests. But one of the things that I thought was the funniest was he showed how he does his cameos on Cameo, where you can buy like a celebrity greeting card, for lack of a better term.
Mhm.
And he shows the exact script that he uses for every single person's cameo, which I thought was hilarious.
The thing is, with cameos, I bought one for Gel from Tammy Brown. It was the funniest thing ever. Anyway, people can see the videos.
Yes. I think there's like a setting where it's like you can turn that off if you don't want other people to see it. but
Oh, okay.
I'm sure Todrick has his own.
Also, who the fuck is asking for a Todrick Hall cameo? Sorry.
A lot of people really like him and his music.
I did enjoy his parodies. One of the ones he posted in high school. There's a cool one he did for like grown women, and it was like Disney princesses. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked the one that he did of like the Beyonce, where there was like four Todricks and he was like
Mm,
harmonizing with himself. That was,
yeah.
I gotta say, it was early on in his career. Very talented.
Yeah. Did you know he was also on Broadway?
No, I didn't know
He's also a Broadway girly, but I do not claim him.
that. All right. Other things that Todrick has faced over the years, he was accused of not paying his rent. He was also accused of not paying his background dancers while they were performing in his music videos or during his shows, and also just mistreating his employees with abusive behavior. So, not great. Back in April of 2022, he published a statement in regards to some of these accusations and said along the lines of, "Do you want to know what my least favorite part of fame is? Having a bunch of hypocritical strangers on the internet trying to convince you to agree with them about who they think you are and being mad that you won't." He says that he's made mistakes, but he's not going to admit guilt for the things that he's done over the years that aren't true. I guess it's his word versus theirs type deal. And that he's not going to fall subject to the opinions of the internet. So, really, a non apology for the things that he was accused of. And quite frankly, I don't think this sat well with a lot of people. And, moving forward into him trying to re enter the spotlight, I don't think it worked out well for the Real Friends of West Hollywood.
Well, it didn't work out well, and we realized it just took away our drag race. You do not mess with gays and drag race.
I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that of the reasons that the Real Friends of West Hollywood just is
The real,
flopping. I'm
the real
sorry.
house gays of WeHo.
So that was back in April of 2022 when he released that statement. Fast forward to probably December of 2022, they first promo pieces for the Real Friends of WeHo was released from MTV. And so this is a reality TV show about 6 quote unquote friends living in West Hollywood. So let's get into the drama around it. So when the cast was announced, people were immediately like, we don't want to watch Todrick Hall because of
Get
just
the
like
fag off the TV. I'm not watching that.
Get the fag off the TV. I'm not watching that.
Yes, the Tyra memes were a lot. That was a wild time on Twitter.
The Twitter. Sorry, I'm reading. Sorry.
We'll get to the Twitter replies. Just Ryan is getting ahead of himself. But something to look forward to for the rest of everyone listening. So essentially, Todrick was the main issue that people were talking about when the cast was announced. The rest of the cast members were like, we don't know who these people are type deal. But they, of course, all have their own claim to fame, be it businesses, fashion, being a guest host on RuPaul's Drag Race Canada. All of the cast members had their own claim to fame. Here's where the drama got really spicy for the Twitter gays, is that it cut into RuPaul's Drag Race episodes. As we mentioned earlier, they shaved off 30 minutes of RuPaul's Drag Race. That's not slay when you're trying to watch a Snatch Game for an hour and a half.
It's also not slay when you decide to put 16 queens in one season. You're like, who the hell is this? Like, Robin Fierce? Who the fuck is that? I don't even know she exists. She pops on my screen. I'm like, oh, you're still here.
Yeah, she is still there. Didn't it also cut into what is it? Untucked?
They moved. So basically, I guess they knew no one wants to watch it. So they made Drag Race an hour, put an hour of this shit, and then Untucked after. Not right after Drag Race, it's after Real Friends of WeHo, thinking that we will have to watch that all 2.5 hours worth of material. No.
To get to Untucked.
Yeah, get the fag off the TV. I'm not watching that.
All right. Other drama around the show is that Chris Salvatore, who I didn't know prior to this, I believe he's like a model and an actor, was
he
allegedly
had that neighbor.
What?
I remember like one of his things when he became really famous for was like he had this old neighbor. He like took care of her when he realized she had no family. Then she died.
That's really sweet of him. Well, there was drama surrounding Chris Salvatore This is unconfirmed drama. He kind of subtweeted about it the day of the announcement of the Real Friends of WeHo, but he was allegedly fired from the show because cast members didn't like that he does OnlyFans, which is not a very, welcoming and representative
Of WeHo.
of WeHo. Everybody does OnlyFans. And finally, the gays, like we said, hold a grudge, and they were not happy about this. So if you had a chance to look at the Twitter replies of the Real Friends of WeHo's Twitter accounts, their official Twitter account, not the fake Twitter accounts that have, been parroting it, that shit got wild. Pun intended.
Literally. Literal shit.
Ryan, what happened in their Twitter replies?
Oh my God. How would I put this lightly? Scat play.
Mhm. That is a good way to put it.
I like the original tweet because like I found it funny, but there was only one at the time. And then Luis, I guess, saw it like the next day when there was like 50,000. And he was like, what the fuck is this? I fucking hate you, Ryan. What the fuck would you like this?
Surprise!
Surprise. I would like to thank Matt Segura for showing me the tweet in the first place.
Messy. I will say I didn't see any of the actual
You didn't see
replies.
them?
No, I only saw people talking about the replies. And then when I went to their Twitter, the comments were already restricted. So they
Girl.
didn't have them anymore. And I was like,
Girl.
I will also say I really just truly feel for whatever social media manager had to go through that. They didn't make the show. They probably had to pull a report and, I don't know, send screenshots to some executive at MTV. And I hope that they put the entire screenshots in there because I certainly would. I'd be like, if I had to see this, you will too. All right.
Do you think it's a little gay intern just like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore?
No, this is probably like a seasoned professional, probably the same person who's running the RuPaul's Drag Race Twitter account. And it's like, I get to work on RuPaul. And then they're like, and this other show. Okay, so to give it a fair bet, I tried to watch the show. And so here's my
You
opinion.
were one of the 20,000 viewers?
That was a fake tweet. That wasn't the real account that said 20,000 viewers. I think the real account was 120,000 viewers, which is also terrible. So my thoughts on the show. I watched the first 12 minutes, and after the first 12 minutes, I was like, can we shut this shit off? I don't want to watch this. First impressions is that nobody wanted to be on the show. Every single person who showed up on the screen was like, I don't really know if I should do this show. Like, I don't really want to be on it. Like, I don't know if I want to do reality TV. And I was like, this isn't going to work. Like, if you don't want to be on the show, the hell's the point? None of them actually knew each other either.
Mm-hmm.
If you're supposed to be the real friends of WeHo, shouldn't you actually know each other?
Mm-hmm.
I get it's a thing in reality TV, but like, at least pretend that you know each other. And then finally, they got Issa Rae on this TV show, and I was like, how much did they pay this woman?
Isn't one of the people on there was on her show?
He was on Insecure for 4 episodes, I think. And this was his first time coming out, which obviously congratulations to him. And he was scared about coming out, to the world and thought it would affect his acting career. And I think Issa Rae was like, I don't know if that's going to affect your acting career. Like, there are a lot of gay actors in the world, but doing a reality TV show might affect your acting career. And I was like, oh, yeah. She said that on the TV show. I'm like, camp queen.
She's like, being gay won't, but being on this show
she's like, I'm on this show to tell you that it's a bad idea to be on this show. I'm like, camp.
Okay, continue.
All right. So finally, we get to Tajik's response to all of the things that happened. The Twitter gays being hateful, trying to petition to get the show off the air, the scat play, all of the negative opinions about this show culminated in a new note from Tajik. So I'm not going to read the whole thing. You can read the full thing. It's on his Instagram. Mm-hmm. It's 8 pages long. Notably, the first 2 pages are in cursive, and then the remaining 6 are in all caps, which I'm like, that's a hilarious typographic note that you like, I'm going to put the effort in to like make this feel handwritten and personal, and then just got tired of doing that partway through, not even halfway through, like a quarter of the way through. You're like, I can't be doing cursive anymore. Hilarious. That's hilarious. So in the note, he goes through all of his thoughts and feelings about the Real Friends of WeHo and the premiere on MTV, and he gives a lot of valid points where, LGBTQ plus community should be, lifting each other up and supporting, all of the shows and all of the content. But he also gives a lot of contradictory things where it's like, yes, you're saying that we should support the LGBTQ plus community, but you also allegedly kicked someone off the show for doing OnlyFans. So there's like a lot of contradictions within it that I feel like a lot of people just immediately threw this statement to the wayside and was like, shut up, this isn't an actual apology. Like you're just looking for, what's that word?
Clout, attention,
You're looking for attention
sympathy.
and clout, but pity. Yes, you're looking for pity. So a lot of people kind of just like threw it to the wayside and was like, what is going on? So again, you can go read that on his Instagram if you really want to seek it out, but we're not going to give that too much attention because show your apology through your actions as opposed through just your words. Ryan, did you read the full thing?
No, I really could not give a fucking fuck about it. Like I saw it, I was like,
Interesting. You knew exactly what it was going to be, right?
I just knew it would just be pulling probably the cursive thing killed me. I was just like, why did it stop? And I was like, you know what? On brand. Anyway, I just assumed it'd just be like trying to like pull like, oh, like as a gay community, we all should be supportive. We should do shit and support each other. I'm like, no, I support things that are good.
Exactly. We should also be critical of things that are not good so that we get better stuff in the future. Because there's obviously like a clear abundance of like quality content out there across the internet.
Yeah.
One show flopping, I don't think is going to change the grander scheme of everything.
But also, I remember how we used to be like, oh, like there should be like a Real Housewives of gay people. They basically made it, and turns out, you know what? I don't like it.
Well, I feel like they should have chosen
Not these people.
They should have chosen like regular people who are just out partying in West Hollywood. It would have been
That's true.
much more fascinating.
Yeah.
Or people who are out partying in Hell's Kitchen. Like I feel like we met like a lot of interesting people in like the 2 weeks that I was at in New York.
It's just 2 weeks.
It's just 2 weeks. He also released, I think it was a TikTok, it might have been an Instagram reel. I don't fucking know the difference, but a sketch doing the Mean Girls scene where Regina George, cuts out her own picture and says, "Don't trust this fugly bitch," and then pastes a picture of herself in there.
Yeah.
He recreated that, scene for scene or frame for frame with himself. I don't really know what the purpose of that was.
There were just some changes. Did you see how it's like instead of glue, he used lube?
Oh yeah.
His freaking windows were broken in his like was it like Jeep Wrangler, and I was just like, just things like that where it's just like, you know what? You put too much work into something that people are just gonna not make fun of you, but basically shit on you about.
Yeah.
Why don't you just do the things people are asking?
True. Just take accountability.
Why don't you pay your people?
Pay your dancers. A lot of people were also saying like the whole purpose of that Mean Girls scene is that Regina is not taking accountability for her actions. Like she was the one who made the burn book in the first place, and then she blamed it all on Katie. And everyone was like, so you're not taking accountability for anything that you did. And you're also aligning with so like people are like, why did you do that?
You're just basically filling in the narrative that you're saying you're not.
Yes. So that's been a recap of what's happened so far. We'll see if the show gets canceled. I think if it got renewed for season 2, that would be like a very interesting thing to see the internet react to. So I'm kind of like, please do renew it.
I mean, there's only 6 episodes, right, for season 1?
That's what they said, but I kind of want to like go and look back and be like, did they actually pick up this show for 6 episodes, or was it originally picked up for 12 and they already know that it's only going to be 6? So they're starting to like change the narrative that it's only supposed to be 6.
I don't know. And you know what? And I don't care.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I would really just love to speak to the producers and just find out more about what was going through their mind and the decision-making process as they developed the show, because I don't know, I just feel like I haven't seen anyone post positively about it outside of comments on the post of the cast members. Maybe I live in a bubble. Who knows? All right. So, Ryan, do we think that Twitter's reaction to the Real House Friends of still another fucking name? So, okay. So, Ryan, do we think that the Twitter reaction to the Real Friends of WeHo belongs in the gay court history books?
For the scat play, of course. It was
For the sheer fact that they would go all the way to scat play that quickly, like before the show even premiered, I think it belongs in the gay court history books.
Yeah.
File under how to hold a grudge. That's been added to the gay court history books, which means it is time for the finale of this week's episode, our closing statements, where we
season
offer
one finale.
Our season one finale, where we offer our final thoughts, comments, concerns, and opinions on the episode. Ryan, would you like to go first?
My closing statements are thus: 28, feeling great. Scat play. See you in season 2.
See you in season 2. Mine is happy birthday, Ryan. Happy birthday to me. And happy season 1 finale to Gay Court. All right, so that was the episode. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to find us on social at Gay Court Podcast. And then my handle is I Got Shubak, IGOTSCHUPBACH. And Ryan's is What's Up? It's Ryan, WAZUPITSRYAN. Remember, if you hear this and you don't follow, that makes you
Patrick Hall, just kidding. Homophobic.
Whoop, whoop, spicy.
And like we said at the top of the podcast, send us happy birthdays. Get in contact with us. Send us money.
Yes.
Send us an email at gaycourtpodcast@gmail.com. You know, you love us. You want to be us. Just kidding, no, you don't.
You know you love me. XOXO. Gossip Girl.
But also on podcast platforms, please rate us. Give us 5 stars. Because anything less than 5 stars is
homophobic.
Well, that is the end of the podcast, the end of season 1. A great year ahead of us. Season 2 will be coming shortly. Season 2, we have a lot in store. Get your seatbelts ready and vroom vroom and crash and
Buckle
Charlie
up,
XCX. See you next time. See you in a couple weeks. See ya whenever season 2 drops. Bye.
Bye. Gay Court is a Perfectly Done Toast podcast production.